Hello there, Pisces. First and foremost, I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. It's great to see you, and I'm excited to see what's in store for January 2018. So without any delay, let's get straight into the channeled portion of this reading. Every month, as I select a deck of cards to use and then meditate on your sign, I receive a download or a message. And for you, it's a message of hidden blessings, that things are not always what they seem. And I actually have this stone that I use for meditation that was a gift. And what's cool is, like, on the outside it looks like any other stone, but as you look a little bit closer, it's actually like a beautiful geode inside, or it has this unexpected kind of like sky blue stone on the inside. But sometimes when we're experiencing life in general, it just looks like this. I want you to dig a little bit deeper this month to see what's beneath the surface. Everything that we experience in our life is actually something that we've called in as a lesson, or it's coming in because we're broadcasting something out there, like I'm ready for this, or I don't believe in myself, or I'm afraid of this. And so the things that we desire or don't desire, they start to kind of manifest. Something that appeared to be not what you wanted may actually be something beautiful. All right. Let's now take a look at the cards. For those of you that are brand new, first of all, I just want to extend a hello and let you know how I organize the reading. I start off with the channeled information, and then I will pull a Celtic cross. And in addition to that, I have 5 extra cards. I use a catalyst, which ties it all together, and then I expand the forecast to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. Don't worry, I'll describe all of those as we go through it. Let's go ahead and focus on the shuffling right now. Now, I like to be quiet at this point because I want to see and experience the cards just like you do. So let me shuffle a few times, and I'm going to pause, and then I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and pull your catalyst as well. Again, I view this as a keystone or a connecting thread here. And so we have the beautiful sacred elephant as your catalyst card. I also view the elephant as symbolic of Ganesha, who can remove obstacles. And so what I'd like for you to think about this month is you are powerful enough to sort of overcome whatever is intimidating or whatever might be blocking you from getting things done that you'd like to get done. In addition to the note about Lord Ganesha, which can remove obstacles, this is, for me, a card of spirituality. And it's a card of spiritual growth. You notice the third eye here on the elephant, and also it's a revered divine animal. So what you can do this month is, I see great growth potential and great strength in your spiritual practice. So I really want you to make time for meditation, and I want you to try different maybe modes of meditating that you hadn't before. So if you've always done yoga, maybe you can try some other form of meditation, maybe something with sound or with a group, etc. So really dig a little bit deeper into your meditation practice. Believe that you have the power and the energy to overcome your distractions and any sort of blockades that might be put up, either metaphorical or actual in your life. Lord Ganesha is there to help you clear that. And now let's take a look at the cards and see what additional information is coming through. Okay, so right at the center, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is signifying changes that are happening, not just the change of the year, because it is the wheel of the year as well, but this is a change perhaps in your relationship with money or how you're making money. And what's interesting is, as we look at your ego card, we have the Tower in reverse. The Tower in reverse is something you can control because you either have a heads up or you're at least aware of it, and you might be able to somehow participate in the change that's taking form. Now, as I look at what's crossing the Wheel of Fortune, it's the 7 of Pentacles. And I see the 7 of Pentacles as a card of recovery. So you can decide to build upon positive work that you've done with either like erasing debt or creating a savings that you didn't have before, or just finally understanding what you need to fix with your finances. So January is a month to really understand financial challenges and to hopefully change those around, because I do see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse on the top as well. For some of you, this might mean a 180-degree change in your job. And as I'm looking at your environment, I'm not worried about like debt or anything like that, because it feels like with the Six of Pentacles you can manage, but you do have to make some decisions. This might mean selling off something that you don't need or not spending money in a certain area. So it's about using what you have to really sort of balance everything out and also not going to any extremes. Now, let's go ahead now and read these in a slightly different way. As I'm looking at your deep past, we see the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about people that you've known before coming back. It could be an old lover, it could be a former partner, a friend. And I'm seeing with this, the reason they're coming back, if we read the Wheel of Fortune, not so much in a money spectrum, but also in a self-worth spectrum, this is about you improving your relationship with them and yourself, valuing yourself more than you did in the past. Because we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups. They're both reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed as well. These reversals are telling me that in addition to sort of like your financial house, you want to start to focus on your internal confidence. How do you feel about yourself? How do you value yourself? This is going to create a more stable future. We have the Four of Wands here. And this is going to allow you to not only see an improvement with friendships and with lovers and with partners, but also with business liaisons. And this actually reads to me as a very business-oriented Four of Wands. So I'm seeing that 2018 is going to open up new adventures or new enterprises when it comes to business, and that's why we have the Wheel of Fortune in the center. That's why your ego is the Tower card reverse, which is saying changes and shifts. As I look at hopes and fears, we have the Page of Swords. This is all about speaking your mind, not being sort of quiet anymore. So if the last couple of months have been something where you've been waiting to sort of say what you think or share your point of view, particularly at work or in a relationship where it seems like the other person always wants to get the last word, this is your chance to sort of put your foot down and make a decision. Your final card is Justice Upright. This is all about being fair, making decisions that feel good to you, and in some cases, bringing people to sort of understand or respect their point of the agreement. So it's about accountability, if you will. And for some of you, in the case of relationships, there may be someone that is not holding up their end of the bargain. And if that's the case, then you need to have a conversation with them and make sure that they're understanding what you need, what you expect, or maybe what isn't happening. So justice involves having difficult conversations, making difficult decisions. And it looks like for many of you, you're not going to be able to arrive at that decision until maybe the last week of the month or the second to the last week of the month. I think what's most important is that you understand what you have to gain or lose by this decision. And again, this card has 3 different meanings, and I think all of them apply to you this month. One is to focus on self-worth and to realize that you have an equal seat at the table with everybody else, that you have equal equity in a relationship or in a partnership. The other part of this is to have a stronger handle on your money and to know what you need to do with your money. Again, this is something I've seen across a lot of signs. And the last one here is to make sure that whatever you're investing in this month, whether it's a material item or a relationship or something else, that it makes sense, because I do see that you want to have a somewhat more organized or tighter rein on your resources. So be smart about that, and I think that that will bring you into a good place. Let's go ahead now and expand the forecast. We'll take a look first at your health card. Health is all-inclusive. It's mind, body, and it's also spirit. So let's see what this means to you. Give it one more shuffle. And this month we have trying not to overdo it. It literally says easy does it. And the card was reversed, which shows me that you might be either putting too much energy into work, you might not be sleeping enough. Whatever it is where you feel like you're sort of overextending yourself, this card is saying make time to repair, to rejuvenate, and to restore your own energy. Let's take a look now at your wealth card. Wealth includes not just the physical money, but your relationship with the money, something we talked about here a moment ago. So we have the Tower card, and I feel like that is definitely where the most work needs to be done. And we have a double tower with you, a tower in your ego, and then a tower with the money. So the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is at the center here, and also the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, this could mean some of you have decided to change jobs. You might have a job where your position is shifting, or maybe you're no longer going to stay with the company because they're ending that position. Whatever it is, it's time to look at how you're conducting yourself at work and if you're happy with that. And also looking at your overall investment portfolio and seeing if it makes sense. And if you don't have one, seeing how you can start to build a savings account and a sort of nest egg. All of these things look like they're good. If you're comfortable with your money, this could just mean that you're a little bit bored with what you're doing and it looks like you need to change things up. One way or another, there has to be a big shift in 2018, and January is your first step towards that change. Now let's take a look at your love card. Love, of course, includes not just romantic relationships, but all types of intimate relationships in your life. The love message this month is about finding a way to reconnect. We have the Union card. The Union card is reversed, and this is about feeling that whoever you're with, or whomever you're sort of associating with, may not exactly either be operating or supporting your energy. And so some of this is about putting back into your own sort of energetic store. So when we look at Easy Does It, I want you to spend maybe some time this month just being with yourself, just meditating and just seeing how you feel alone, and then start to then measure that when you're with someone else and think, are they adding or detracting from my overall energy? So balance is necessary in relationships, but it starts within, and you need to really look and see if you're gaining or losing something with your current relationships. Now let's take a look at your GPS card. This is your Destiny card. And with the Destiny card, if you like where you're going, great. And if you don't, this is your chance to course correct. So we have the Mice card here. Whenever I see this, it's about small details. And this could be where the blessing comes in that I was talking about. I really want you to spend as much time, energy, and attention looking at the little details this month. And when you think you understand a situation, go a little bit deeper and see if it was just an assumption that was clouding what was happening, or if in fact there's something more to this story. So yeah, look at the small details, and sometimes you might be surprised this month. All right, let's take a moment now to review everything that we talked about today, starting off with the channeled information. Your channeled information was that no matter what's going on, there may be something under the surface. There's a hidden blessing. So if you have something that seems like it's a disappointment or a surprise or something that came out of left field, it's probably there because you called it in. So pause, think about why it's there, and then hopefully you'll understand it and may not overreact. Your Catalyst card was that it's a great month for spiritual growth, that just like my little Lord Ganesha statue over here, you can overcome any obstacle that seems to be presenting itself this month with patience, with time, and with the understanding that there may actually be a reason that this obstacle is coming in. It may be preventing you from making a bad decision. It may be enabling you to see something else in the periphery. Whatever it is, open your eyes, open your mind, and open your heart. Okay, let's take a moment now to review all of the cards, placements, and meanings as I went through them earlier. Definitely a big shift going on with money. In fact, most of the cards are related to money. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the center, Seven of Pentacles on top of it, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and also the Six of Pentacles here. All of these are speaking to the fact that you want to work on either your relationship with how you're pulling in money or how you feel about yourself, because we have physical worth and self-worth as a message of this. The Seven of Pentacles is saying that this is a month and also a year of improvement in this area. You already have what it takes, but there's some difficult decisions that you have to make as far as prioritization goes. Let's look and see what the Seven of Pentacles is touching. It's touching the Two of Cups reversed and the Four of Wands upright. What we're looking at in January is more favorable time for partnerships and for business relationships, a little bit more tricky time for friendships and dating or being with your partner. So you're going to have to work harder to balance those out. There's some issues from the past that are coming in, possibly even a past love or friend that you need to resolve. Also, this is a chance to step away from old habits, because Eight of Cups is a card that symbolizes old cycles that you're ready to let go of, and the Tower reversed is allowing you to do that. Take a look at your financial and your business situation. There may be a change underway with the Tower reversed. You should get a heads up about that. The Page of Swords is about speaking your mind. It's also about really looking at the letter of the law and all of the contractual details that you might be seeing this month. Remember that if you need to get an attorney, we have the Justice card touching that. So the other thing with the Justice card is there may be an opportunity to step away from a relationship, but it's not an immediate decision. You have all month to come to this. You might need to seek out some mentorship or some leadership surrounding that decision. Take care of your energy this month. We have Easy Does It. The card was reversed, saying that you have maybe not been practicing good self-care. Even if you have, make sure that everything else is feeling good. When I looked at your Wealth card, changes are afoot one way or another. So look at what you're doing or how you feel about your investments or your money and see where changes can be made. Relationship seems slightly out of sync. See how you feel on your own first. Get a really good understanding of your own energetic needs and maybe what you have to work on before you try to bring that to somebody else, and vice versa. It's a time when partners need to sort of do self-work first. And the last card was the Mice. And my favorite part about this is you have to really look at the small details. That's what they're doing in this card. And if you do that, if you take care of that, things should be okay this month. So that wraps up our reading for January. If you'd ever like to have a one-on-one appointment, maybe talk about the year ahead or some other pressing issue that could be going on in your life, I'd be more than happy to do that. In the description area just below the video, you'll probably have to click see more. There's going to be a bunch of links, and I'm going to talk about all of those next. The first will be a scheduling link, so you can see my rates and availability. Just a quick note on that, I have added new times and also some different types of appointments, so definitely check it out if you've thought about booking before. There's new times, new rates, etc. now. Also, if you found that this video was useful and you'd like to just give back a little bit, there are two ways you can do that. One, you can go to my website and there's a donation link there. You can also use Patreon. Both of them give you an option of doing a one-time donation or a recurring one, and it can be as small as $1. Every bit helps, so that would be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to stay in touch, the easiest way to do that is simply to subscribe to this channel, but I also have social media presence on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Those links are all below. And finally, and most importantly, I like to end every video with a little bit of gratitude. Thank you so much for the journey you've been taking with me over the past few years. I hope you continue to work on yourself, that you continue to grow and develop intuitively, and I thank you for letting me take a part in that journey. Wishing you much love, light, and happiness this year and always. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.